Hey Divi Nation, thank you for joining us for another episode of Divi Creator Showcase, where we interview a Divi creator from the marketplace, learning all about their story, products, and ongoing journey as part of the Divi community. Today, I am joined by Philipp from DiviMode. Best known for Divi Areas Pro, DiviMode currently has over 170 sales in the Divi Marketplace. Let's learn a little bit more about Philipp and his creations. Hey Philipp, thanks for joining us. How you doing today?
Hey Matt, thanks for having me. I'm great.
Awesome. So before we get into your story, tell us real quick who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
Yes, I'm living in Austria, our company is based in Austria, and I started as a web designer a few years ago and finally moved into being a Divi creator full-time about 2 years ago.
When was the first time you actually stumbled upon Divi?
I cannot remember the day, but I remember the reason. As I said, I started as a web designer part-time, and I had like a few colleagues who wanted a web page but couldn't pay very much. And I didn't want to spend my whole time building HTML web pages. So I was looking for different options to speed up my web page delivery. And I checked out like 4 or 5 different page builder plugins for WordPress. And I admit the only reason I chose Divi was the pricing model. And it said you could use it on unlimited sites for a single license. And I started to read the fine prints. What's the catch? And I couldn't find one. So I tested it out. And I stayed because it offers like really great features and is way ahead of the competition. So it was the right decision, and I'm very happy that I did this comparison.
Yeah. So when you started using Divi, were you just creating websites for clients or more so personal projects? What were you doing there?
Yeah, it was mixed. I had like 3 different web pages for myself. Like I don't remember what was on these web pages. I don't have them anymore. Just thought it was fun to have 3 different web pages. And I had different clients who were mostly like small businesses or consultants and knew me from somewhere. And I wanted to get my foot into the door and started offering web pages to them. And that's how I started. It was like the first web page. I charged like $100, and possibly it was worth $20 in the retrospective. But yes, it was a start, and since then it gradually grew.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely, you have to get your foot in the door, like you said.
Yeah.
So at what point were you like, okay, I love Divi, I'm using it on my own websites, but I want to make a product? When did that happen?
Well, it took a long time before that, because I was creating web pages for many clients, and I also started as an employee in a web design agency, and I introduced Divi to them, so they're using Divi after I joined. And we had some clients who needed pop-ups, and what I liked about Divi is it was so easy for a client to get into the page creation flow. I didn't need to train them for hours and visit them every week to explain how to open the page editor or how to add this element. And I wanted to have a solution where those people can create a pop-up with the same workflow they're already familiar with, like using the visual builder of Divi. And that's why I came up with a really, really short snippet that added that pop-up class and an ID and created like a hard-coded trigger on the page. Like 2 or 3 weeks later, or maybe a month later, a different client needed a similar solution. So I took that same snippet and extended it. And like at the 3rd client, I thought, let's move this JavaScript into a plugin. And because I was feeling bored on that weekend, I uploaded it to the WordPress org repository and completely forgot about it for about a year.
Wow.
And when I came back, I remember I checked the statistics in the WordPress org repository, and I thought, what, 800 installations? That's crazy. That's way over anything I ever imagined.
Yeah.
And today we're like at 40,000 plus.
Wow.
And it's really impressive. And at that moment, it really hit me. Like I never imagined there would be so many people in the WordPress org repository looking for Divi extensions. And it really was a sign that there was a demand for this plugin. And I also kept looking at getting feedback via the forums or direct email and Facebook. And that's how it evolved.
Awesome. So do you remember how long ago you first uploaded that to the repository?
I think it was somewhere in 2017. That would be about 4 years ago.
Awesome. Cool. So, go ahead.
No, I think it was stale from 2017 until 2018. And then it was like 2018, it really got traction when I started giving it a little bit more love.
Yeah. Awesome. So basically now you have pop-ups for Divi, which is your free product that you're talking about. Exactly. At what point did you say, okay, we need a premium version? There's more to be done. At what point did that happen?
Yes, that happened also by accident, actually. I wanted to quit my job in that web design agency and start my own full-time freelance career. And I thought it was a good idea to start my freelance career with a vacation. So we booked a cruise a 5-day cruise on the Mediterranean Sea.
Nice.
And it turned out it was a great trip, but it was so boring on the trip. So on day 2, I sat in the cabin on the balcony, watching out on the sea, and started to write my first line of Divi Areas Pro just out of boredom.
Wow.
And when it got off the ship, 5 days later, it was like a first working beta version of the plugin. And yeah, since I started my freelance career and had like the entire week to do what I want, I kept developing the plugin and created a web page for it. And yeah, that's how it started.
Seems like boredom is a great thing for you, because you seem to do a lot. So now you have those two products. They're both in the marketplace. So again, pop-ups for Divi, that's totally free right now. If you guys are interested, you can go check that out. So just to kind of clarify again, what exactly is pop-ups for Divi?
Yes, a great question. Yes, pop-ups for Divi is like what the name says. You can create pop-ups inside Divi. You don't need to have a separate page builder or separate admin menu editor to create or configure your pop-ups. It's like an extra toggle added inside the visual builder, so you can create pop-ups using the workflow you're already used to when creating page content.
Awesome. So again, totally free. You have to check it out. It's on the marketplace right now. But then again, we talked about Divi Areas Pro, and that has 170 sales on the marketplace. What is different from pop-ups for Divi, and why do you think people love it so much?
Hey, yes, that's it's like pop-ups for Divi. It's like a complete different product, but it extends pop-ups for Divi. I created the plugin as a library, as an API base, so every developer can extend on it and create its own user interface, its own use cases, even different kind of pop-ups or content types. Currently, our premium product has 4 types. That's pop-ups, hover areas, fly-ins, and inline content. But you could create like anything else with it. It's really an API that's comes with a pre-configured user interface. And with that plugin, the great thing is it allows you to do everything with a user interface that we created to imitate the visual builder of Divi. So it feels like Elegant Themes build it, but actually it's completely different technology in the background.
That's awesome. So it sounds like there's a lot you could do with it, and definitely worth the upgrade price there. So now that it's been a while that you've been creating products, do you have any advice for people out there that were in a similar position that you were back when you wanted to get out of, working for someone, you want to be a freelancer? If they want to make their own products, what would you say to them right now?
That's it. I would tell them to start with a free plugin, because starting with a paid plugin is always difficult on the market. There are there's a big competition, and without a user base, without user feedback, you cannot really get into the market this easy. And free plugins always are a great way to get user feedback, to get some kind of user base for your company. And from a technical perspective, I am a huge fan of React, of JavaScript, and front-end development. And I see WordPress, like Divi started with it, switching to React and front-end development, and then Gutenberg or WordPress also joined the same direction. And from my point of view, it's the future to have a client-based application that runs in the browser. So my advice is to learn JavaScript and React and start using it in your own products.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great advice right there. So shifting back over to DiviMode, what is your vision for the future? And I don't know if you actually have any teasers, but if you'd like to maybe share something coming out or an update to one of your plugins, we'd love to hear it.
Yes, that's the right point. Currently, we're in the refactoring our plugin, or rewriting it for the third time since we launched it, and we just finished, or I will finish in the next week the technical, the refactoring, and that's the foundation for our new plugins, which will come later this year. We already have a draft version of them and logos designed and everything prepared. The next plugin we will release will be about GDPR and legal aspects of a web page, because that's really something that's missing in the marketplace. There's like marketing plugins and content creation stuff and different kind of elements, modules for your web page, but there's nothing that helps you make your website legally proof or helps you implement GDPR rules and so on. So that will be the next one we launch. And as I said, we have, I think, in total 3 plugins planned for this year. I'm not sure if we can manage to launch all 3 of them, but they will come definitely in the future.
That's awesome. So at least there's something to look forward to. So if you're a fan of DiviMode or you're just being introduced, be on the lookout. I'm sure they could follow you on Facebook and check out your website, which is just divimode.com. Awesome. So definitely do that. Now, for the best part of the show, in my opinion, because anyone that's watching to this point is truly interested in Divi and wants to hear your story. So is there anything you want to tell directly to the Divi community?
Yes, it's as I said, it's a great community, and I love working with all those people. But what I really love, and I'm super grateful for being part of this community, because I know our customers are like friends to me, because I know our customers are also web designers in the same position I have been 4 or 5 years ago. And maybe those people who purchase our licenses today will be creators in 2 or 3 years. And that's why I see every Divi user, Divi customer, or DiviMode customer as a potential colleague and friend. And it reflects in the kind of communication I see in support tickets, in emails I get from them, and they're amazed and they're happy that they can use our product, and it really feels like a family to me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. So yeah, this was a great episode, and I thank everyone for checking out another installment of the Divi Creator Showcase series. Don't forget to check out DiviMode's creator profile, which will be linked in the video description. Again, pop-ups for Divi is totally free, so you might as well just give it a shot. With that said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.